Welcome to Senior Moments. I am the City of Kettering's Senior Service Coordinator. My name is Vickie Carraher, and I am so happy to be here. During this time of COVID, we have been restricted from seeing each other, so we're trying to get out a lot of information to individuals to help them with the services that they need. I wanted to start talking a little bit about the city. The city is beginning to reopen. Our offices are now open to the public. We do ask that you maintain that 6 feet distance from others and that you do utilize a face mask in meetings with our staff. But we're getting ready to open up little by little more and more of the city. My office at Kettering Connection in Town and Country Shopping Center, and we'll talk about that in a minute, we will be open starting July 16th on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:30 to 12:30 for walk-ins. Now, we are open currently now with individuals making an appointment. You can come in. We talk about all kinds of different issues. My job is a little different, and so I'm going to start Senior Moments by telling you a little bit about what I do. I am the Senior Service Coordinator, and it's my job to work with the city and the citizens of Kettering to make Kettering a great place for seniors to live, work, and play. So we're excited that we have this position. Most cities do not have a position like this. And so I'm very privileged to have the opportunity to work with our seniors. The things that I do are I can do assessments, recommendations for services. I can assist you in applying for those public services. We do Medicare and Medicaid counseling, just any kind of service that you might need. We have a lot of individuals who are struggling to make it on their income, and so we assist them in finding services that might ease that burden a little bit. My office is at Town and Country Shopping Center. We are in the atrium, or we're outside of the, on the very end near Filio's restaurant. So if you come in that door and you go 3 doors down, you will see the Kettering Connection. Like I said, we're opening on July 16th for walk-ins, but you can call me at 937-296-3356 now, and we can help you by getting you started with an appointment. Some of the really interesting things that we have at the Kettering Connection, we do sit down with an individual. So you come in, you tell us what your situation is, you tell us the gaps that you have in service, the things that you need in your home. Our job, or my job, is to make sure that you are as safe and happy at home as you possibly can be. So sometimes that means working with the police and the fire department after you've had contact with them to make sure that we have individual care for you and that we can help you be as safe as possible in your home. We do have, you see the sign behind me, the Latham Senior Center. Currently, the Latham Senior Center is not open because the state of Ohio is not opening those yet. So we will stay in touch with you about when our senior center will open. The rec center is open under limited circumstances. Individuals can come in and exercise using the walking track and those kinds of things. So we're really excited to open back up the government center on Schroyer Road at 3600. You can come now back into the city, and you can have interaction with those that you need to have interaction with. We will also continue our online systems so that you can work online if you don't want to be someone who comes into the government center or comes into the Kettering Connection. We have lots of options. We can do virtual meetings with Zoom, and we can also do meetings on the phone depending on what your specific situations are. So that's a little bit about what I do. We also have at the Kettering Connection individuals from other entities. We have all kinds of information available to seniors who can come in, look for brochures. You can walk away with a packet of things that might be helpful for you. We can assist you with opening up those services and helping you with those application process. Or you can just take the information and do it on your own. That is absolutely fine. At the Kettering Connection, because of the COVID situation, we are offering some services that are helpful to seniors who may not have access to their internet, may not be able to meet with their doctor virtually. So we are going to provide the equipment, the camera for an individual to come into the Kettering Connection. You will set up an appointment with your doctor, and we will join your doctor virtually so that you can have a doctor's appointment for those of you whose doctor's offices have not opened up again. We also are able to help individuals with ordering their groceries online. If they don't have a computer, we're able to hook them into services that might deliver food or deliver services directly to the home safely. Meals on Wheels, those kind of things. There are lots of programs that have been propped up with some of the funds that came with the Federal CARES Act, and we can help you access those funds. We can help you with those applications as well. We also are continuing with our transportation program. Our transportation program does run through the senior center. It has been opened, although senior center has not been open for individuals to come for group activities at this time, but the transportation program continues to run through the senior center. The transportation program runs 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. We do have a $10 registration fee, and there's a 48-hour gap in service from the time you turn in your registration to the time that you can start getting your services. But we will pick you up. It's door-to-door service. We pick you up. We work it into the schedule to come back at a time. You let us know, and we will come back and pick you up and take you home. We have trips to the grocery store. We have trips. You can take a trip anywhere in Kettering for any reason. So we're really excited to offer that at a much lesser fee than, say, taking a cab or doing Uber. It's a $6 round trip or $3 a trip to anywhere in Kettering. We do have some limited areas outside of the city of Kettering that we provide services for, and those individuals are able to go to doctor's appointments, go to all kinds of different places that they want to go. It is a limited area outside of the city of Kettering, and we would charge a little bit more based on the mileage that we're taking you outside. We do take our veterans to the VA because we know that a lot of our veterans, that is their only source of health care, so we're able to do that for you. Other systems that we have set in place for our seniors, we do have a home loan and grant program for individuals whose homes are aging as much as they're aging, and they may need some kind of system replaced, let's say air conditioning, or your heat, you have a water issue problem. We can provide emergency assistance to help individuals get those things taken care of in their home, and then they're able to pay that back when the home sells or when there is an estate. So those home loans are there for seniors. They're low interest or in some cases no interest. We also offer home accessibility grants for those who are disabled. Now these services are just for individuals in the city of Kettering. You do have to fill out an application. I would be happy to either bring you the application to your home or assist you over the phone working out that application. Then once you've filled out the application, there are a couple of requirements. You do have to be up to date on your property tax. We only work with the individual who owns their home. If you rent your home, then we can't provide those services for you. We might be able to provide them for your landlord if they contact us. We also will help with that, deciding how to get into the home, making that accessibility through ramps. We may be able to lower countertops in a kitchen, widen doors for a wheelchair. Those are some things that we can do through that grant as well. So we're looking forward to having that moving again. and working with the Homeownership Center to get our seniors the kinds of services that they need. We do have safety services. We have a very exciting program for seniors who live alone. I hear from seniors all the time, I live by myself. What's going to happen to me if I have an emergency? Who's going to answer the door if I can't get up and answer the door? Who's going to be able to know what my medical conditions are if I can't speak for myself? So we have the senior safety program called Kettering Safe Senior Program. You do have to be a Kettering resident to join this program. It is run through our police department. So this system provides an assessment. So I would either come to your home, or we can do an assessment on the phone, or we can do it virtually. We'll assess your individual needs, get your information. Who is your family contact? Who's your doctor? What are some of the medical problems that you have? The medications that you take? So this file of life is compiled, and it is accessible to our dispatchers and police and fire department in our office. It's only accessed in an emergency, so it's not just laying around. It's actually in a file that's closed and sealed, and it is taken out of the file when needed. We can provide you with a free lockbox that we post outside of your home. We don't put it on the front door. We hide it outside where we know where it is and other individuals can't get a hold of it. But you would put your key to your home in that lockbox. If there was an emergency, we would break that into that assessment. We would get your number and put that number into the lockbox. It will allow our police or fire department to get into your home in an emergency. We would only come into the home as an emergency basis. A lot of people ask me all of the time, what's going on with the key? Who has access to the key? Well, the key is only released when there is an emergency. It's not accessible to individuals outside of that. When we use that key and we use the code to get into it, we then replace it with a different box code so that it's, again, not accessible to individuals who may have used it at that time that you had an emergency. So that program also can provide a wrist bracelet. That bracelet is for individuals who have medical problems, or we do have an aspect of this for individuals who have dementia, who may be at risk for wandering away from home. We'd like to think that that never happens with our loved ones with dementia, but it's really hard to be a 24/7 caregiver. And so sometimes a caregiver may fall asleep, or they may be busy doing something and the person wanders away from home. The bracelet actually says medical alert on the outside. Police and fire departments all over our area know to look for a medical alert bracelet. If you turn the bracelet over, it has the Kettering Police Department number. It has your identification number, so we can then pull your file. We know where you belong, who your caregiver is, if you have any medical conditions. So those are some exciting things that we can provide through that Kettering Safe Senior program, that we can make individuals a little safer in their own home, feel like they're going to have the needs met when they have an emergency. And it also serves as identification for individuals who might wander away from home. That program has been running for a couple of years, and we've had several individuals who have wandered away from home, and we've been able to do that. We have multiple individuals who've had an emergency and needed the fire department, the ambulance to get into their home because they couldn't, and we've been able to do that. So we're very excited about that program running through the police department. We also provide Medicare and Medicaid counseling. Now, Medicare is a very frustrating system for a lot of seniors. There are so many options. As you get to be 65, you will probably get stacks and stacks of emails or of mail coming to your home with all the different advertisements. There's so many options. It's so confusing and frustrating. So we provide trained counselors like myself. We sit down with you. We go through all of your options. We help you narrow that focus. We may be able to help you sign up for the program and then you're done. Or if it's a program like a Medicare supplement that we cannot individually take care of because that's insurance outside of the public realm, that's private insurance, we can get you hooked up with counselors and agents who can sell you those products as well. Medicare appeals are really difficult things. If you ever have Medicare deny a service and you really think you are supposed to get that service or you really need it, we can assist you in filing that appeal. Most of the people don't know, and I have been told with very, very good resources that individuals who file appeals 50% of the time, they actually get what they want. But I think that people are afraid. They see a denial and they say, there's no way, I deserve this service, I need this service. If it's within Medicare guidelines and a mistake has been made, a lot of times when we do help with that assistance, we find that a doctor's office may have put the wrong code on the billing. And it's being turned down because the coding was wrong. And we can get back with the doctor, we can help them get the right code, and then when they resubmit that bill, it magically gets approved. So if you do get a denial, now sometimes people come to us and they say, I wanted this service, and it may not be something that Medicare provides. And if Medicare doesn't provide that service under the Medicare guidelines, then they won't be able to provide it. But in a lot of times, those appeals are about individual programs that someone may have not dotted an I or crossed a T correctly, and so we can help you with that. So don't feel like you have to do it on your own. We can hold your hand for that. Also, those individuals who need Medicaid. Now, Medicaid is different than Medicare. Medicaid is a program for individuals who are very low income to get their health care needs met. There are financial guidelines that have to be in play. There are certain things that have to be agreed to, and those applications can seem very, very overwhelming for individuals. So we can come alongside you, help you with that, help you get the documents you need to get approved, and help you maintain your options when you are into the system. We also help with Medicare extra help for your prescriptions. Now, a lot of people, they may not meet the guidelines for Medicaid, but they still need a little assistance for very expensive medications. And Medicare Part D can be extremely confusing. I know I've worked with it since its inception, and I still scratch my head on some things. So we're able to help you apply for that assistance and make sure that you get it. If you get extra help, you don't have a donut hole. You, in most cases, will not have to pay a premium, and you will not have a deductible. So those are all some things that we can help you with when you come in for that counseling. The City of Kettering also has trash service for individuals who are 65 and over who make less than $40,000 a year. You can contact the city in our engineering department, and they'll be able to assist you. We also offer individuals the ability to provide us with documentation from your doctor that your disability makes it difficult for you to take your trash to the curb, and then you can get your services they can pick it up from your house and take it out to the curb for you. We do have volunteer opportunities. The city is so blessed to have volunteers. Right now, our volunteers are just beginning to trickle back into their jobs. So our volunteer offices are available to help individuals. If you are one of our volunteers and you're wondering when your job is coming back, contact our volunteer office. And I'm going to give you all these phone numbers as soon as we kind of wrap up the information portion. Get with the volunteers. If you are a volunteer, we will be very quickly distributing masks for individuals who want to go out in the community but need a mask. We have a actual time for our volunteers to come in and get theirs from our offices. Or if you need us to deliver it to your home, I can deliver a mask to you at your home. We can help you with video conferencing your doctors or video conferencing business for you in the home with our iPad that we bring with us that we can disinfect between those visits. So we're trying everything we can as a community to keep you as safe and happy as possible. COVID has been scary for all of us, and there are so many people that are feeling isolated. They're feeling like they're all alone, and you're not alone. We are going to be there to help you, whether it's over the phone, whether it's through coming to our office by appointment. We can assist you in the services that you have always been able to get from us. We're going to be able to be there again for you. So we're also providing individuals with information, medical information about COVID. What are your risks? What are the things you need to look for? How are you going to be able to get service? Let's say if you do become infected with COVID and you need to quarantine yourself, how are you going to get those services? Those are things that we can assist you with at the city. So I really appreciate your time hearing about what we're going to be able to do. Again, I'm going to give you some numbers. The City of Kettering main number is 296-2400. If you contact that number and ask for any individual department, you will be able to get there from that number. The Kettering connection is 296-3330. That is a number that you may have to leave a message, but we will get back to you as soon as possible because we're not always open, or we may be with appointments at the Kettering connection. We also have the transportation program. If you need information, you need someone to come out to your home with the registration and get you registered, you can do that as well. You can register yourself by going to the website and do that online. We also offer services for our volunteers. That volunteer office is 296-2433, and I forgot to say the 937 because we do have to use the 937 area code now in our area because of the expansion of many phones. Our grant and loan program is 296-3020 so that you can talk with someone in our planning and development department. My number again is 937-296-3356. Please give me a call and we will get you started with some of the programs, or if you just have a question, we'd be happy to answer it. Thank you for joining us here on Senior Moments, and I will see you next time.